Hi, my name is Suri Crowe here on the MeidasTouch Network. So, former President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle are the executive producers of a new Netflix film called Leave the World Behind, based on a book of the same name. And Fox Not News hosts are losing their ever-living minds and ginning up mad hysteria around it, blaming the former president of all things of racism. Here's former Trump press secretary and now Fox News star Kayleigh McEnany.
Very mixed reviews over their first fiction film for Netflix, with some accusing it of being racist. Barack Obama sort of weighing in heavily that he really did give extensive notes, with the scriptwriter saying he had a lot of notes about the characters and the empathy we would have for them. I have to say he's a big movie lover, and he wasn't just giving notes about things from his background. He was giving notes as a fan of the book. He wanted to see a really good film.
Right. So did Obama miss that part, or was he okay with that part? That's what I'd love to know, because if he's okay with that part, that's a huge problem. I'd also love to know, and I don't know because I don't know about this book, never read this book, was that line in the original novel? Would love to know that. Secondly, I would just say this. It seems to me a major headline when that's critical race theory in a nutshell. You are an oppressed or an oppressor based on the color of your skin. That is the ideology represented by that line. Well, why is it not a headline in all these major newspapers? I went to Google News, and the Variety headline, Barack Obama sent script notes for Netflix new disaster, leaving people scared. Barack Obama gave major feedback on the Leave the World Behind script, noting that basically when he advised on how the end of the world would look, the director got scared. That's the headline. Why isn't the headline, the former president reviewed a script embedded with this racist line, and how did it get through?
Yes, the evil critical race theory, the ultimate right-wing boogeyman. Fox's Jesse Waters couldn't wait to rage pile on the idea of our first and only black president fomenting racism.
They told me the movie was about the apocalypse, and it was laced with racial politics. And everybody knows Obama likes to talk about race, white privilege. There was a lot of that.
Oh, yes. Barack Obama is the one stirring up talk of racism and division. Like, I'm laughing as I'm saying this because it's so ridiculous. That's something that Fox News would never do, right? Oh, but hold on and listen to this.
In Slate, they have a piece on .com. Santa Claus should not be a white man anymore. And when I saw this headline, I kind of laughed and I said, oh, this is so ridiculous. Yet another person claiming it's racist to have a white Santa. You know, and by the way, for all you kids watching at home, Santa just is white, but this person is just arguing that maybe we should also have a black Santa. But, you know, Santa is what he is, and just so you know, we're just debating this because someone wrote about it, kids.
Or is he? Megyn Kelly is upset that a fictional character could possibly be anything other than white. Now back to the Obamas. Fox and the right-wing machine have been fixated on the first couple ever since America had the audacity to elect the first black man as president. And Republicans have been punishing the former president ever since he dared step into the White House. From stealing President Obama's Supreme Court pick to Donald Trump's racist and xenophobic lies about the president's real birthplace, spoiler alert, Barack Obama was indeed born in the United States, in Hawaii, as a matter of fact. In 2011, several news outlets reported that when President Obama dunked on Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, a furious Trump decided that night that he would in fact run for president as revenge. Listen to President Obama's ribbing of Trump at that infamous White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Just the guy to do it. Donald Trump is here tonight. Now, I know that he's taken some flack lately, but no one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing? What really happened in Roswell? And where are Biggie and Tupac? All kidding aside, obviously we all know about your credentials and breadth of experience. For example, no, seriously, just recently in an episode of Celebrity Apprentice, at the steakhouse, The men's cooking team did not impress the judges from Omaha Steaks. And there was a lot of blame to go around, but you, Mr. Trump, recognized that the real problem was a lack of leadership. And so ultimately you didn't blame Little John or Meatloaf. You fired Gary Busey. And these are the kind of decisions that would keep me up at night.
So first of all, Barack Obama is really funny. I've been in the same room with him. He is a natural comedian, and he was taking the racist attacks that Trump and the right-wing propaganda machine had been launching on him and dunking not only on himself, but yes, also Trump. But Donald Trump, like most narcissists and psychopaths, has absolutely no sense of humor, especially about himself. Everything is a competition where they must win. And he was glowering and fuming about that night, and he has been literally obsessed with Barack Obama ever since.
Head of Hungary, a very tough, strong guy, Viktor Orban. They were interviewing him 2 weeks ago, and they said, what would you advise President Obama? The whole world seems to be exploding. As you know, crooked Joe Biden and the radical left thugs who have weaponized law enforcement to arrest their leading political opponent. They're leading by a lot, including Obama. I'll tell you what, you take a look at Obama and take a look at some of the things that he's done. This is the same thing. The country is very divided. And we did with Obama. We won an election that everyone said couldn't be won. We beat.
Even though the two-term president left office years ago free of any scandals or any criminal indictments or anything worse than wearing a tan suit one day, the right-wing rage machine will not stop attacking him. From trying to repeal the Affordable Care Act, his keynote piece of legislation that is now covering more than 40 million American lives, to accusing him of risking national security over the topic in this film.
I came in actually on the importance of a major political figure like President Obama, who has a huge influence in the United States, and the topic of cybersecurity and the importance of cybersecurity as a national security issue. Did anyone at the NSA or the Pentagon review his notes to these people? I have no idea. I doubt it.
Yeah. I have a lot of movies to see before that one. I won't be seeing it.
All right, so none of these Fox hosts, according to them, had actually even seen the film yet they are rendering judgment and rage baiting on racism and national security while supporting Trump, who has made openly racist comments calling African countries shithole countries, to the birther conspiracy. Also, incidentally, the same former president who is facing several felony criminal charges for stealing classified documents that did not belong to him and showing them to random people with no security clearances. And just this week, CNN is reporting that an extremely sensitive, top secret, highly classified binder of intelligence on Russia magically disappeared in the waning days of Trump's administration. But yeah, Barack Obama is the one who's really the risk here, making a movie on Netflix. So I have seen the movie, and so context is very important. If you haven't seen the whole film, you're going to miss the context of that statement that the daughter is making to her dad about being careful in terms of trusting white people. I personally did not find the film racist at all. Does it highlight inherent racial bias? Yes, because that is a real thing. The movie also explores what happens to relationships when people are under extreme stress. I really tried to look for racism in the plot. Other than inherent racial bias, I just didn't see anything that the Obamas were allegedly trying to gin up. Just remember that the right-wing propaganda objective is always to deflect and keep you away from the truths about MAGA Republicans by trying to distract their viewers and listeners with made-up controversies like this one. It is a bait and switch tactic that they pull over and over again. Oh, looky over here. You can see this right now in their sham impeachment inquiry into President Biden. They're always projecting, and when they're doing that, they're actually confessing. I am dedicated to reporting the truth here on the MeidasTouch Network, where the truth and nothing but the truth is truly golden. My name is Suri Crowe. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you right back here very soon. Peace.
Thanks so much for watching. We're only a few subscribers short of 2 million subs. Please subscribe right now to the MeidasTouch YouTube channel for free and help us grow this unapologetically pro-democracy network.